what can I say? The apostles told you, right? Giving our praise unto Yabashim Hashabashim Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and honor you brothers for pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And above everybody are coming out here to give you this truth for the grace and mercy of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kodash. Hey man, we told you, first and foremost with the apostles, that hard times was going to be upon the face of the earth. We told you that there was going to come a time that was known as the time of Jacob's trouble. We told you, for the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, that you women that are at ease, there's going to come a time of a lack of ease, right? The scripture talks about how the easy times are gonna be few and far between as we get closer to the return of Yahweh Shai, and then you're gonna go through a period of time that's known as the time of Jacob's trouble. And Esau's making a move, man, right? Esau's making a move. Just like how the scripture says within the book of Revelations, the 12th chapter on the 12th verse, he should come down having great wrath because he knoweth he has a short time. Indeed, Esau's coming down right now because he knows he has a short time. He's coming down with wrath. And he's making a move on these people, man. He's eradicating your middle class by way of these interest rates. He's eradicating the proponents of the economy, whether it be interest rates, business loans, all of that, right? That easy economy, that's a thing of the past, right? You're seeing more layaways. You're seeing more layoffs, not layaways, layoffs. You're seeing more layoffs. You're seeing joblessness increase. You're seeing, the old way of living large, where you was able to, fund your operation or whatever, off of the back of one paycheck from your missus or whatever. That's a thing of the past, man. That's a thing of the past. That's the old way of doing things, man. We're living through the last days of the last days, and this is an example of living through the last days of the last days. Where with this particular article, right, is going into the council out here within Nottingham, and this is not the first one I've seen, right? That's declaring bankruptcy, and you got to understand these councils are heavily funded. Right, these councils that you see out here within the UK are heavily funded. Now, when you go into like looking for a job and you look at these migrants when they come over to England or whatever country, one of the most stable paying jobs that you can get out here is what's known as a government job. So the government jobs are good because you could be working for the council, you could be working for a plethora of different entities based off of the back of the council, and basically you're good because it's good sturdy money. Right, the government draws up a particular budget. They say council A needs 100 million, council B needs 100 million, whatever, and the money gets dispensed. But we are finding out now, because of the increases in living costs, which is the beginning of the time of Jacob's trouble, people are defaulting on their debts. People are defaulting in their houses. Right, people are going into what's known as council houses out here. I don't know what the American equivalent of that particular word is going to be, but they're going into council housing. They're going into situations that really, it's like a world war type situation where you're heavily dependent on the government, and the government dispenses the money through what? Through councils, right? When the government draws up a budget and they say we want to spend X amount of money on the so-called National Health Service, it's done and it's sent via these councils. So when these councils are declaring defaults, right, they are unable to balance the books, man. In England, of all places, bruh, right? Time's about to get rough out here, man. Right? Time's about to get real rough out here. Times are about to get real rough out here, man. Okay, because this is supposed to be the most, when you're dealing with the council, and again, like I said, you got to understand the economics of how budgets works, right? Budgets and how money is spent. The first place where money goes to when it comes from the government is to these councils, man. So when you're seeing one of the top councils out here within the UK the filing for bankruptcy, that means tough times is ahead, bro. Okay, that means tough times is ahead. Now we'll watch the situation with a keen eye. We'll watch the situation with a keen eye and see how it develops, and we'll watch it and see what's going to be the so-called solution. And I say so-called because what you got to understand with these politicians is they'll create a solution. They'll create a problem, and then the solution that they're gonna come up with is really what they wanted in the first place. So they created the problem in the first place, and they'll create a solution that's more like keyed to what they want. And we know that the MLTB system is getting geared up to be released across the four corners of the earth. So, they might say, okay, because of these councils overspending, and the money wasn't traceable or whatever it was, irresponsible. However they want to word it, we got to put the CHIP system out there in order to make sure everything is well regulated. And this is the spiel that they're going to be spewing out there. This is what they're going to be doing. Anyways, I just wanted to say a few words about the coming troubles, the coming times. That's known as the time of Jacob's trouble. And that's it, man. That's the video. Without I'm saying, praise unto Yahweh, double honors unto the apostles, a great milestone. I want you brothers to pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.